welcome to the final round of the GTRT Nations Cup. And this final week brings us to the homeland, Great Britain, at Brands Hatch in the McLaren 650S, as we are about to get underway as we do now. Okay start for me. A few cars all ahead, all of the big bunch. I just hold it back a minute. Gonna look at the off-board. Ryan gets a poor start there in the Marlboro McLaren. Everybody gets away pretty tidy though. Coming into turn one then. As we see a car going sideways at the back. Who is it? Someone's gone off into the gravel. I believe that is Duke. Yep, there he is. Take a look. And as he comes into turn one. Now, Big Rick on a slide just goes into him. Taps him off. Big Rick keeps going, but Duke does not. So we've got SGW, Rog, Big Rick, Riley. Who's that going off? That's Dan. Must have got on the grass on the outside and hit him to the inside. So, bit of a disaster for him there. Back in front, and Riley close behind Big Rick. Vantage as well, and Rob and myself close behind Ryan, Roman. Wu-Tang, is it Wu-Tang? No. Jungle Juice has become Love Island on PlayStation now, so when you see Love Island, that's Jungle Juice. Or J, I like to call him J. Instead of Love Island, because I hate that shit. So, come up to the end of lap one. Looking for the move on Rob here into the last corner, down the inside. He tries to get down to the inside of Big Rick, but Big Rick closes the door there on him. Keep to the inside, little gap there, so I sort of nudge my nose in. He gives me room just about. Coming into turn one. Might get Big Rick, not quite. Closes the door there as well. So inside of Rob. Just get past him, and then coming into the hairpin, I get down the inside of Big Rick and get the move done, stick on the onboard, down the inside, brake a bit later, and job is a good one, all done. I believe, yeah, Rob did follow me through as well. So just looking ahead, Vantage has a little gap, so I'm going to try and close that down. Roman here goes side by side with Big Rick now. Big Rick is falling down the order quickly. Now getting passed by Dan as well, and Jay coming up the inside. Oh, as Big Rick goes off, and so does Jay. Let's take a look. So we've got Jay coming up on the inside. Big Rick runs a bit wide, gets a slide, and then taps into Jay, and they both go off the opposite ends. So SGW got a little gap for his lead there, and everybody's all following suit. Vantage here is desperately trying to get past Rog at this moment. Riley not too far behind, and then myself catching up very quickly. Very nice delivery work from the guys this week. As I believe Riley comes, yes he does, he comes into the pits. There he is, he's got a bit of damage on the front left, in front, don't know how that happened. So SGW, Rog, Vantage, then myself. Vantage still keeping it close to Rog to try and find a way past. So we go on board with myself here. Vantage going to the left. Is he going to get an overtake done? We're about to see. Coming down the main back straight into the long right high speed corner. Rog just keeps the position from him. Oh, they look so close. literally nothing in the gap between them then. They were literally bumper to bumper. Oh, Roger goes a bit wide. Vantage nearly goes into the back of him, and then I nearly go into the back of Vantage. So, had to slam on the brakes there. Skipping ahead a bit to lap 4 here. Looking for a move on Vantage. He gets a bit of a poor exit out of that left turn. I sort of try and nudge it out the inside, but he keeps it going. Brakes later. Keeps the place from me. Meanwhile, while this is going on, that's a battling. SGW is running away with the lead at the moment. He's got about a 6-second lead over Rog now here, and 7 over myself as I look for a move on Vantage. He gets a very slow exit, but again, brakes a bit later. Dan here making his way back through. He's on the back of Ryan at the moment. Gets looks on the inside. Ryan gives him the space and he gets through. So they'll be looking to catch up with the little group here. Vantage weaving all over the place. Ooh. I give him a little tap. So coming up to the end of lap number 4. Now in the final turn. Vantage myself still holding positions. Dan and Ryan close behind. SGW still in the lead, running away. Rog goes a bit wide. Vantage up the inside. Does he get a move done? Let's take a look at that. Rog brakes a bit too late. Vantage keeps it tight up the inside. Yes, he gets the move done. Do I be able to get around the outside? Not quite. Covers me off around that corner pretty nicely, so I can't get the inside. I'll back out of it there. Try and get a better exit out of here to get a good run down the straight. And that I do. Get into slipstream, move to the right hand side. Down the hill towards the uphill. Brake a tad later. And move done inside into P3 now. I believe I had to get 5 and P8 to secure my win in this championship. So at the moment, it's looking good on my end. There's Dan and Ryan and Rob, and they're all catching up now to us. Ooh, Jay goes a bit wide, leaves a place to Riley, who, don't forget, pitted on lap 2, so lap 6 now. As Dan goes down the inside of Rog. Oh, he makes it work. Nicely done. Myself on the back of Vantage at the moment, and just trying to find a way past. There's not much I can do at the moment. Get a bit of a slide on there. So again, same tactic. I'm going to try and get a better exit out of here. And that I do again. I go to the left, but he kind of covers me off, so can't really do nothing there. Look to the inside, but again he covers me off. Puts his car in the middle. Nothing I can do, so I'm going to stick behind him for another lap or so. Coming through the wooded section, there's not much I can really do, so I'll just sit back and wait really. Save a bit of fuel, put it into mix 3. So SGW is now coming down to 5 seconds ahead now, so we're slowly gaining on him. Dan's keeping a close eye on us as well. So coming through here, Vantage goes a bit wide, gets on the gravel, gets a bit of a slide on, gives me a run, coming down the main straight, round the outside, then 2 turn 1 as we look there on board, see how he gets on the gravel and goes right to the inside, nearly loses it. So I get past him. He is on the softs, so his tyres are rapidly degrading. Mine are not, I'm on mediums, so I can go for at least 10 laps before needing to pit. So into P2 now, so looking ahead, there's SGW, just going through the left-hander. 5 seconds down the road, Dan now on the back advantage, also on the mediums. So I go a bit wide on the dirt there. Dan's going to be wanting to get past as soon as possible. Looks to the inside. Forces his way up into P3. Advantage gets a good exit onto the straight and doesn't want to give up. Gets P3 back. Coming down the main straight, covers Dan. Dan moves to the inside. Breaks a tad later, but Advantage covers him off. Have to wait. So on board with me. 3 seconds, 3.8 to SGW now. He's just there, and then all of a sudden he's in the wall, across the track to the inside wall, and he's lost his lead. He must have gone wide, I believe. Yeah, coming through the right-hander, got a bit wide on the grass, bit of throttle. Yeah, slides. Oh, a shame. He was doing so well, so well. Lost on the grass. It's on the mediums though, the tyre's looking in good health. And I come round taking the lead. So, and also he does lose places to Vantage and Dan, so not great. Now Vantage, when he comes in the pits here, he gets forced up the inside by Dan as he's trying to make a way into the pit lane, so he has to sort of brake and take evasive action. So SGW is back into third, Ryan's into fourth, Rob's into fifth, Riley into sixth, Rog comes in also. I believe Love Island Jay does not. Big Rick doing well, so is Jamie, very close at the back here between them, and put a car off at the back. It's Duke. He was up in 8th, I thought. Having a solid recovery, but I think he retires from the race now. He's given up all the spinning off on this track. It's not a nice track, honestly. It's quite horrible. So, top 6 there, too far away from each other. Lap 8, I continue, as does Dan. SGW also continues. Ryan, Rob, Riley, Roman, Vantage, Jay, Rog, who has pitted. Oh, there we are. Riley trying to force his way around the outside of Rob there, giving him some taps at the rear. Not going to happen there. Going around the left-hander onto the straight. Can he get a good exit here? That looked alright. Gonna move in the slipstream, trying to make a way past, looking at the inside. Oh, he's alongside. No, he backs out of it. Rob goes a bit wide. Riley hits him again. Oh, Rob gets a bit of a tank stuff, but keeps it together, so well held there. Rob, well done. Could have easily just lost it then and whacked into a wall or something, but he didn't. Ryan and SGW now very close in 3rd place. Dan keeping about 3 seconds behind me. Riley pits again. For some reason he's got more damage, front right and front. Or is it just front air? I don't know. Roman's in as well on the hard tyre. Not sure what's going on there. Rog. I was meant to say Rog continues on, so I've got a bit of a yawn on. So always it forward here. Just trying to keep it tidy, no spinning, or no spins even. Lap time here, lap 10. I go for another lap. Dan comes in. What I was trying to do is trying to eke my tyres out as long as if I could do 11 laps, I do another 11 laps. I could do like a 6 lap stint at the end on the softs, where I could last them for like 8 normally, so I'll be plenty of health left. As SGW also pits. Who else is pitting? Jay also now comes in the pit lane. Rog is not going to, because he's pitted a few laps ago. Yeah. Dan comes out in 5th place. Look at it there. So in this race, I believe it was Dan who was my main rival. Well, it's clear that he was. When it gets later on in the race, you'll see why. Here we got here Vantage and Rob. Rob needs to pit. Vantage has pitted in lap 7. He's back on the softs though, so you have to pit again soon. Rog in 6th here, doing well. Riley in SGW. Riley. No, SGW pitted, didn't he? So yeah. So did Riley again for some reason. Not a few long here. Java. Jay was going onto the main straight. I was actually coming around the last corner. Into the pit lane I come. So I've still got a lap spare of fuel, so I can save myself a bit of refueling there. So I go for the mediums again. My outfit all matching my car livery of the McLaren's current 2019 livery. Looking very nice indeed. So I come out of the pits. Dan just goes past me. There he is. Just ahead of me. Vantage takes the lead. Rob into 2nd. Dan barely into 3rd. And I come out just behind him. There I am. Ryan pits from 5th. So Rog now up to... oh, sorry, Ryan was in 4th. He was behind SGW. Pitted a lap before, yeah. Anyway, Rog up to 5th. Riley in 6th. Respectively. There we go. Alrighty. SGW. And oh, we've got a car slow on the pit entry. It's Jamie. Oh, he gets on the grass on the inside and spins to the outside. That's a weird one that was. Not sure how that would have happened, but hey ho. So at the lead, Vantage, Rob, Dan, myself. Me and Dan have pitted, obviously. The front two have not yet. Still weaking those mediums out very well indeed, to be fair. So Dan's right to the back of Rob now. From my view, see that clearly. Rob's staying to the right there. Might be pitting. No. Advantage has pitted, but he's going to have to pit again. That's what I should have said earlier. Dan down the inside. From my view here, Rob. On the hard, sorry. Oh, I thought he was on mediums. Okay. But he's got a lot of fuel still. I don't know how he's saving so much fuel. But he is. He's doing a good job of it. So, fair play to you, Rob. So now it's my turn. I need to try and keep it down as quick as I can, really. I need to get past Rob here as soon as possible. Looks like I might be able to get a pretty quick exit down the inside into this corner here. Yep, job done. So I can keep it down just about 6 seconds to Vantage, but he's on the softs again, so he's going to have to pit soon. There he is. Not too far ahead. The gap is coming down. He's doing a solid job in the lead nonetheless. One more lap and he'll be in. Dan and myself. Keep it around a 1.3 second gap at the minute. As I go fastest. Fastest lap there. 125.0. I do go faster later on, but we will see that lap in all its glory from the onboard. And currently happening. Close the gap slowly as Ryan gets on the grass, adds a bit of power and spins around. Roman comes and takes a place from him. So not going too well for Ryan. He was doing well earlier. He was up in the top 5. So skipping to the end of lap 14 for us up front. Vantage is now coming into the pit lane. There he goes. Dan and myself obviously continuing on. Dan's going to come in about lap 20. I'm going to try and get to lap 22. Rob comes in finally on his hard tyres. He's trying to make a one-stop there, actually, by the looks of it, Rob is. So that's a good going by him. We've also got Rog and I didn't see who else it was. So me and Dan are all at front on our own pretty much in a minute. We've got about a 20-second lead. Yes, 18 seconds just about to Riley in third. Going purple again, we are, so at the moment I'm not too worried about getting past him, just can stick behind, save some fuel, doesn't bother me. So ideally I would like to get past, but no need to really at the moment. A bit of a slide there, but nothing too much to worry about. Looking ahead, we've got Jay, I believe, at 12, just ahead. We'll lap him soon. Going down the main straight. Do we go fastest again? Do now a 24.8. Pretty much from this point on, there's not really much battles going on, apart from us two. Which obviously where we'd like to see the battles, you know, for the win. Nearly get up the inside there, but he gets a better exit on the outside. Yeah, he gets a bit of a poor exit here as well. I sort of look down the outside, he kind of closes the door on me there. Right, back out of that. Try and get a better exit out of here, which I do. Look to the left hand side. Coming down to the long right corner. Gonna brake a bit later. No. He keeps it covered. To stick behind him again through this section. Not really much you can really pass through here. It's not really a great place to overtake it. Jamie ahead goes off, so it kind of helps me and Dan out a bit there. We've come to get past him as a back marker. The next car down the road from us is Big Rick. Here he is. So we'll be lapping him in about a lap or 2 laps time. SGW here is close behind Rog and Raymond, or 7th. SGW and Jay in 6th and 5th, not too far apart from each other. Vantage and Riley in 3rd and 4th, very close here. There's a Vantage flashing his lights at him there. Back to us at front though, very close between us still. This is pretty much how it is for the rest of the race, me and Dan. We're like we were so even paced. I think I was a little bit faster, hence why I was able to catch up. As I go for a move again, looking to the left, it's the only gap he leaves open really, so there's nowhere else I can really go. I'm a bit ahead here, so I brake a bit leader still, and he just barges up the inside, gives me a bit of a tap. Remains in 1st place for the moment. Gonna whiz it forward a bit here. So I just sort of follow him around now for this next few laps. Again, back onto the straight. Get a decent-ish exit as Ryan here. In the wall again. Let's see what happens. Pretty much the same as SGW. Yeah, it hits the grass to the inside wall. So all you got to do is just give it a bit of throttle, spin it around. Oh, he didn't do that. He just drove it straight into the other wall, I see. Okay then. Well, it's not going well for Ryan nevertheless. And Jamie also going slowly off the track there. What did he do? Coming into the corner just before the back straight. Oh, he goes a bit wide. Oh, does he hit the wall? Oh, he does. No, that's not good, sir. What are you doing? So, back at front, down a bit wide on the curve there, but nothing too much to worry about. Roman here and Rog getting very close. Rob has passed Jay for 8th now. So he's going to look to catch up with these two pretty soon, I assume. Here's Rob. everyone else pretty close. Oh. Given. So myself and Dan now coming up to Big Rick. So Big Rick stays to the right hand side, but Dan sort of gets a bit distracted by him doing so and kind of follows him to the inside. And I get round the outside. I'm going to look on board with myself now. I thought he was just going to get past Big Rick. I was just going to follow him through, so I stick my fuel made down. Then all of a sudden he goes to the inside, so I thought, okay, shite, I better floor it quick around the outside. And I move into first place. So, is Dan going to be able to attack, or am I going to be able to pull away? Let's find out. Dan's tyres are obviously one lap older than mine. There he is. Excuse me. So he's obviously not close enough for a move here on this lap. I'm going to see if he's able to catch me up anytime soon. Coming into the technical part of this the last sector now. It's very narrow this track round, especially around this part. It's very hard to get right, especially this corner here. Dan's fuel is very low. But if you look when it switches back to me, oh, got someone off here. Oh, SGW. Going a bit slowly there. Must have gone a bit wide on the grass. Rod's still a little bit behind. So Dan actually comes in this lap a bit early, but gives him fresher rubber for the next stint. So he can probably do an undercut on me. So I'm in the lead now. No trouble behind. I think the gap's around 20 seconds to Vantage. He has passed Riley now. Or was it always the case? I don't know. Can't remember. 23 seconds in fact. So Rob, not gaining much on the two guys ahead of him. He's got Jay here behind him, catching him up. Roman's not too far behind there in the background, as Dan comes out the pits just behind Vantage, and Riley back in the pits again, lap 19. And SGW also comes in the pits. Vantage is on the soft tyres again. He must have been doing like a free stop. Ooh. Goes a bit wide there, and Dan gets past him there. So couldn't really defend. So that's a bit of a bummer for me. I would have liked him to hold him up a bit, but that hasn't really happened, has it? As Roman's also in the pits again on the hards. Commentators were also a bit stunned by what he was doing. They weren't really too sure, so who knows. Oh, this is getting very close now. Riley is obviously just come in the pits and he's out again, so he's just had a Rob and Java Roman back on the hards again. Jay possibly looking for a move from Rob. No, not quite. Keeps it behind. And obviously not too far ahead of these guys, I believe. Oh, I don't even know who it is really. Don't know who's in fourth in a minute. Oh! Jay hits the grass on entry to that little nasty right hand turn. Spins him right around. SGW not too far behind, but not close enough to take the position away. Roman, Ryan, Big Rick and Jamie. And then back to myself. Ah, we've got Roger in fourth, of course. How did I not know that? Anyway, lap 21. I'm coming up to this little nasty corner now, and I hit up the grass. And I spin right around into the gravel. What a flipping disaster for myself. I got Ryan also just coming up behind him. You go on to the off-board shot here. There's nothing I can do once you hit the grass and you brake on it. There's absolutely nothing you can do to save it on that corner. It will just spin you off. Ryan comes around. He thinks about overtaking, but he sort of better thinks that and just lets me go. Which is very fair play. Very fair play to him, really. You know, he could have easily just sent one up the inside and lost me a little time, but no. So anyway, I decided, screw this, I'll pit now. Another lap and I'd have lost a load of time to Dan, so I'm coming in now. don't need to put much fuel in because I only need about another 7-8 laps. And I'm going to put the softs on. So that's going to make things very interesting in the closing stages. Here we are, just leaving the pits now. Dan was going down the main straight. There he goes into turn 1, not too far ahead. Vantage vitally comes in the pits too, so he doesn't get past me there. Big Rick comes out the pits, also just behind. So there's Dan and then myself. It's not a big gap. And now for the end of the race, pretty much, it's just going to be me and him you're going to be seeing, because there's not really... I did check through the rest of the field, but there wasn't much going on, honestly. So see, I was just looking through there, nothing really going on. So anyway, coming to the end of my outlap now. And on lap 23, I set the blistering fastest lap of the race. So here it comes, into turn 1. I put the fuel mode into 3, downshift twice, let it roll through to the apex, floor it to the outside, nicely use all the runoff. Just braking as that bridge starts to go off the screen, down to first. Keep it steady, give it some more power, out of here. 3 temps up, brake into second here. If you watch my braking as well, I never use full braking around these corners because it's always a corner that you're braking for a turn. If you're braking full on a turn, you sort of understeer more. So if you brake less, you can sort of get the car to turn more. So that's why I never really brake fully in those corners back there. Coming up to here, down mode 1 obviously through the straight, and then mode 3 again for this section here. Because most of it's downhill here, so you sort of get a boost of speed anyway, so you can still save some fuel. Like here, downhill, you can save fuel. Coming up here, braking just as a left bit on the barrier on the left side there, goes off the screen. Keeping it tidy, 6 temps up now, downshift to second here, put it to fuel mode 1, give it a blast down this straight, and you're braking just before the last board there, down to second again, mid shift to third, or mid corner shift third to reduce the wheel spin. Then just floor it to a straight. It's not a 23 quite. I thought it was, my bad. But it's a low 24 anyway, which is bloody quick, especially on well, that's on the softs, but it's to be expected really. Anyway, skipping ahead a few laps now, because those last few laps I was just trying to catch with Dan, and lap 26 here, and I do, and he gets a very big slide on through the hairpin. Left there, that's Jay. Never mind him. Stay out of the way, it's a very kind of him. I was going to go to the right, but he again covers it, so I have to go to the left. I brake a bit later, but he brakes late too on his less grippy tyres and forces me off the track. Now at this point the commentators were saying, oh, you shouldn't be going around the outside, the car on the inside will automatically go to the outside. Yes, I understand that. But I was ahead into the corner, I believe. I had in racing rules, or in F1 anyway, if a car on the outside is ahead, he is entitled to space on the exit or mid-corner. And I was ahead in the mid-corner, is that he late braked on his worn tyres, less grippy tyres, and it ran in wide into me. And I feel like he should have gave me room really, because I had the right to have some room around the outside, but he didn't give me room, so that's why I was flashing the lights. And the commentator's like, no, you can't go around the outside. But I was like, think again. But anyway, I don't really mind too much. I don't really need to win anyway to win this championship, so second will do me nicely. So anyway, coming into this corner, I go a bit wide, brake on the curb, and it unsettles the rear, and I get a bit of a slide, and barely cut the corner, and it gives me a half-second penalty. Bit of a slap on the wrist there anyway. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to lose this. I was going to lose it on the last lap around the hairpin because that's where the slowest part of the track is. But I thought, what's the point doing it there when I can just get it done with? Because I'm going to catch up with Dan again anyway. Gap really didn't move much, as you see there. So, coming down here, I need to make it tidy as possible, but keep it clean and fast. I need to get that gap down as soon as I can, and watch the split gap top left. It is coming down quite fast here. So coming through the final turn now, and we're about to begin the final lap of this dramatic end to the whole championship itself. So here we go. Just under a second now. Come through here, get a lot of time gained through here. I'm really pushing this car to the limit. Coming down to 0.6 of a second of a gap. 0.5 now. It goes a bit wide there. Yes, to let go of the throttle, but it gives me a chance to close the gap even more now. It's down to 2 tenths. Coming down to less than 2 tenths now. I look to the inside, but it covers me off quite quickly there. So I go to the outside, get the better exit through here. I look for the gap on the right, sort of there, but he sort of just parks the car in a good place. I didn't really turn over enough to sort of give it a run at the inside. So, and he parks the car in the middle there. I go to the inside, but again, he sort of covers me off. I sort of tap a bit, so I have to fall back behind. Come around the final part of the lap. It's going to have to come down to the final corner, I think, now, if I want to make a move. I need to get a good exit out of here, and I do that in great fashion. I move to the left. Again, he's covering the inside. I can't go to the inside. I need to go around the outside. And again, here, he's going late. He goes wide and bums me off a bit. I get a big slide on, so no chance of getting a cut back on down the straight. Dan takes the win. Myself in second. Bloody good race, Dan, though. Thoroughly enjoyed that one with you. Yeah, so we've got a car off here on the last lap. That's Ryan again in 10th. And he actually gets passed here by Big Rick. And that is an absolute slap on the wrist for Ryan. He must be absolutely gutted with that result, because he was doing so well at the start. Vantage in 3rd there. Mr. J in 9th. Riley in 4th. Big Rick 10th. Well done to you. There's Ryan, flashing his lights across the line, 11th. Rob in 5th. Nice one, mate. SGW sweaving in Joy in 6th there. Great result for you. We got Rog next in 7th. That was a solid drive from you. Roman in 8th. I think you might be a bit disappointed with that. And that is all. So, there's the results quickly of the event. This championship has been a lot of fun. Honestly, obviously, thanks to Johnny for hosting this, setting it up. All the admins and commentators who've done a great job. I was watching the streams. I had them on my phone, on my desk, just in front of me here, while I was driving from here as well, so I could sort of look at it, see what's going on. Look at the championship board here. So I've won with a stonking lead over Riley. Riley just keeps second over Vantage, and Dan closing the gap to those top 3, or the 2nd and 3rd guys, but not quite. Joint 5th for Roman and Rob at 120 points. Rog in 7th, nicely done there. Jay in 8th. Duke in 9th, didn't get any points out of the race, obviously he retired. Very much of a disappointment for him, but he keeps 9th. Ryan 10th. Scott gets a good haul of points there, moves up to 11th, if he wasn't already in 11th, I don't know. Big Rick in 12th, and Jamie at the rear. So I hope you enjoyed watching all these reviews I did. Thanks for watching them. Thanks for everybody taking part in this event as well. You all had some great racing throughout. Never was there a dull moment. I'm sure everybody will agree there. So I'll leave you with the board here. See you next time, maybe in another season where I try to defend my lead. So that's it. Goodbye.